You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it. But I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
I am so tired of Tito trying to control every aspect of my life.
I'm here because my fiance needs structure and get with the program.
I would love to have kids, but Tito is always constantly saying no, no, no.
I told her from the beginning, once I turn 40, I don't want a baby.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Williams versus Wilgo.
Thank you, Juan. Artika Williams?
Yes.
You are suing Tito Wilgo.
Yes, Your Honor.
For $54,000. You say he owes you a contribution towards a home the two of you started building together?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand the two of you have been in a relationship. Why don't you give me some background?
Well, Tito and I have been together almost 7 years, about 6.5 years. We got engaged back in December.
This past December?
Yes.
So it hasn't been a year yet
No.
being engaged? Okay.
I moved in with him in May. And I always knew Tito was kind of controlling, kind of like a drill sergeant, but I guess not to this magnitude. And since I've been living with him, he wants to control every aspect of my life. And then I also feel like he's still doing a little cheating. And then he doesn't want to start a family, which is kind of irritating because he has a son and I don't have any children.
Okay. Are you military, sir?
Your Honor, I'm a former Marine, 10 years. And, you know, with that, it comes structure, discipline. And that's something that she's not used to.
Well, she's not a Marine, though.
She's not a Marine, Your Honor.
Thank you,
However, you know, she's with me.
And you're not her sergeant. You're her fiancé.
I never claimed that, Your Honor. For betterment of us is to have some kind of structure and discipline.
Give me an example of what you're talking about when you say you have a lot of structure in the home.
Okay, so one day he was like, check your email. So I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking he's sending me something that he want me to look over for work or something. I get in my email and it says Artika daily schedule. So from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., he has it outlined what I should be doing, how I should do it. So he got me waking up, taking a shower, doing my hygiene, going on a 3-mile run. When I come back from my 3-mile run.
How do you think this schedule is going to help your relationship, sir?
It's going to keep her and going to keep me and keep us balanced. You know, I think that she has been lacking structure in her life.
Why do you say this?
Because once we got together, Your Honor, she would eat, do different things that wasn't regimented at all. She would.
You mean she was just living?
She was just living.
That's what most of us do.
Living in order, not the way that you're thinking, Your Honor. She was living recklessly.
How so, sir?
She would just eat without thought of health.
She would have breakfast at 8 instead of 7:50?
No, she would eat maybe 2 pancakes.
Yeah.
So she was eating carbs.
Carbs.
Your
Yes,
Honor.
Your Honor.
So what did you do when you got this email and this schedule? Did you actually start abiding by the schedule?
So I did. I
Why?
abided by the schedule because I felt like it would make me a better person, make me be more structured. Because I'm not really that structured. I'm like a free spirit.
No one is that structured except the
Tito.
Marines.
Yeah.
That's why people go to the Marines.
So
They like that kind of structure.
When
The rest of us common folk, we like to sleep in till 8 o'clock sometimes.
Right. But he's really irritating me with his behavior because 9 times out of 10 I do what he asks me to do, but he's just, I don't know. It's just
Why? He's not your parent.
he's not.
You are
my
an
parent.
adult.
You know,
You're partners. You do understand what that means, right?
Correct.
To be in a partnership, a relationship.
he really is a control freak, and I'm like, I don't tell him where to go, how to do. I don't say anything. He get to do what he wants when he wants. Let me give you another example. We got up this morning, got dressed, everything. So I'm like, Tito, my hair isn't coming out right. I have this unit that I want to put on, the wig, and he just flipped out. No, if you want to wear the wig, then I'm not going. You go by yourself. And I'm just like, all of this over a wig because I want to feel secure in myself? Like, come on. Like,
What was the problem with that?
Your Honor, she's look at her. I mean, look at her hair. It's beautiful.
Yes.
She pro-ethnic.
I am.
The thing is,
But it's her choice if she wants to switch it up sometimes.
of course it's her choice, but she's with me, and I feel that the way that we live our life, we natural. I have my natural hair. She has her natural hair.
So she can't switch it up sometimes because
But-
that means what to you?
That means like she's going to the identity of the nation instead of sticking with her own image.
Really? I don't agree with that at
She
all.
can change the color in her hair.
And I changed the color of my hair. I also, when he met me, I had braids, really long braids, and it wasn't an issue. So why is it an issue now? Like, I just don't understand.
It wasn't an issue, Your Honor, because we just met.
How long have the two of you been together?
So it'll be 7 years next month.
7 years.
Yes.
When he proposed, why did you say yes?
To
If
tell
he's
you the
always tried to control you.
He told me that we were getting married. He didn't even ask. So he didn't really ask. He kind of just handed me a ring. It was just like, we're getting married.
But at some point, you take responsibility for
Yes.
accepting this kind of relationship and for accepting the fact that you decided to move in and move forward and say,
Right.
okay, we're getting married. So I don't know what that means when you say he told you were going to get married. At some point, you
Neither do I, Your Honor.
agree. And I'm asking you why. So what is the reason if you've been together for so long and he's always been so controlling?
Well, because I love him and I've been with him a long time, and I just felt like if I accepted him for him, then maybe he could do the same in return and accept me for me.
Okay, well, that's the choice you're going to have to make. If you want to accept him for him and you want to live your life this way, because
Your Honor,
because
yes.
he's not changing.
He's
This
really
is
not.
the way he wants to live his life
And-
and his relationship, and it's the way he wants you to live your life.
But with him, but Your Honor,
So you either accept that or I guess we end up here.
I didn't mind everything having a specific place. It's just the whole schedule and him
Your Honor,
demanding
I'm super
every minute of my
organized, Your
time.
Honor. Your Honor, I'm super organized. Everything has a place.
I'm
We gotta-
So
we have
let
to
me
have a
ask you
system.
something, sir. Do you understand that when you're in a relationship, you are in a relationship with another individual who has
Correct.
their own individual thoughts, ideas, needs, desires, ways that they want to live life. So when you are in a relationship, you don't own the other person. It is a partnership with
Amen.
another person.
Amen.
Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that completely. However, we are in a compromising relationship. It's reciprocal. So I
It
put
is
out the
not
same
reciprocal.
energy. I would expect her to put out the same energy.
What is the compromise? Because you're the one that has all of this schedule and the structure. And listen, Juan is also a former Marine.
I'm leading them by example, Your Honor.
You can
I
leave.
lead by example. That's the
Well-
schedule that I provided to her is what I do every day.
Structure is fine, but it should come from you.
That's true.
It should not come from your partner demanding that you be on a schedule and micromanaging every minute of your life, every day of your life. Structure is great, but it should come from you. You can lead by example and have your own schedule all you want, but when you start then pushing that schedule and requiring her to go by that schedule, that's more than leading by example.
She wanna
You're
be Miss
telling her,
Wilgo?
excuse me?
She want to be Miss Wilgo?
You want me to be Mrs. Wilgo, or you wouldn't have asked or told me, basically. So I feel like I do majority of the things that he wants, but he still has
Your
a
Honor,
problem.
this is
What is
class-
it?
this is
Why do you
classic.
want her to work out so much? What is that about?
My motto is get fit, stay fit. I'm not going to be rolling her to the nursing home. It's not going to happen.
Okay, well, Your Honor.
So I need her to get fit and stay fit.
And so you think she's not fit? You think she's unfit?
She have came away, but she's
Your
not
Honor.
there yet.
And how is she not there?
Because she's still backtracking on the schedules that she's supposed to adhere to. I put her on a 30-day plan. She has started twice. She only lasted for a week.
Okay, and how does she fall off this plan?
She goes back to her own ways.
What is that?
Eating whatever she wants, eating French fries.
So once in a while
Asking
she
me
has
to
a
order
taco.
something that she want to eat a piece of it. She may get a salad, but she want me to get fries because she wants some of it.
So not true.
So she can't have some fries sometimes.
Now we on a diet plan, Your Honor.
So now we're here because Miss Williams is saying that this is not working out for her.
I hear that.
She does not want to adhere to the 12-hour schedule you have put together for her daily life. How do you feel about that?
I feel at this point in my life, Your Honor, I'm a 40-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
I am the way I am. I feel that if she wants to be with me, she'll make those decisions and compromise or not.
Well, there you have it, Miss Williams.
I'm fine with some structure. It's just he's to the extreme. He wants to control everything that I do, but can't control himself.
I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Williams. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice.
Okay.
Because this is your decision in your life. Structure is fine, but it should come from you.
That's true.
It should not come from your partner demanding that you be on a schedule and micromanaging every minute of your life, every day of your life. Structure is great, but it should come from you.
That's true.
Love is unconditional.
It is. Well, at least
That's the number one thing you need to realize. Love should not be based on the conditions of how you wear your hair, how much you weigh, whether or not you want to eat fries or a taco, and whether or not you want to run 3 miles a day at 6:30 in the morning. Love should not be conditional on those things in your relationship.
I totally agree.
Your Honor, can I
Now,
speak on
let's get to issue number 2 that Ms. Williams has brought up today. And that is allegations of cheating. And I am shocked and appalled that this is something being alleged
I have proof.
It is alleged,
to
Your
you,
Honor.
sir.
It is alleged.
It's not alleged.
What's going
I have
on?
proof.
You know-
What is your proof?
I went through his Apple Watch, and he had about 10 girls in there. 10, not 1, not 2, 10 different women that he was communicating with. One of them, it was almost like they had a full-blown relationship. So
What do you mean by that?
they were texting back and forth. I guess he worked with her. She was like, oh, can I come to your office and have lunch? And, I'm just
Your Honor,
like,
that's
Are
not
you
true.
scheduling other women to have lunch
I'm not
with you?
scheduling anyone, Your Honor. The women that she's talking with, first of all, she broke the trust. She went through my belongings without my permission.
but he tried to flip it
Yes,
and
yes,
get
she
angry.
did. So
So
now
let's get that out
let's
there.
talk about what she found.
Okay, and she found what she found. I'm communicating with women, but they was platonic.
Some women get deceived. He's actually telling you he does not want to have kids. I've had plenty of cases where people come into court and they say, before we got married, they said they wanted to have a family, wanted to do all these things,
That's exactly
and then
what
change their mind. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. Would you be fine with Miss Williams receiving, because she's the one that needs all the structure and control, so would you be fine with her having that exact same kind of relationship with someone else?
No.
Well, I'm glad you
Between
asked that, Your Honor.
6:59 and 7 p.m.
Here you
in
go.
the evening.
Answer is no, Your Honor. And she has had an affair since her and I've been
So
in a
the answer is
relationship.
no. So that's not okay for you. So you should not be doing it either. Am I correct, sir?
Correct.
Okay. So structure seems to be a one-way street with you.
It's not a one-way, Your Honor, because I provide the same thing, same energy, and the same discipline.
No, it's not the same energy. It's not the same energy, and it's certainly not the same discipline. Now, what is he talking about? What is he about to tell me?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
What's going on?
Your Honor, she hid it from me, but I was informed by one of her associates that she had an affair with this guy, and they sent me a picture of her and this guy with his hand on her backside.
Did you do that?
No. That is
See,
not what happened.
She's not here for
I
the
had
truth,
a
Your
birthday.
Honor.
No.
I'm being truthful.
Okay, I had a birthday party
And I'm-
that he did not show up to. A friend of mine came to my birthday party. We took a picture, and his hand was not on my backside.
You say that you want to have a family. You want to have children.
I do.
And Mr. Wilgo does not.
No, I'm 33, so I'm like, okay, Tito, we need to go ahead and plan. Our house is going to be finished in the next few months, so let's go ahead and plan for a family. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. But prior to that, he always told me before he turned 40, he would have to go ahead and have a kid because he didn't want to have a kid after 40. So he turned 40 in November, then December, then it's like, oh, let's go ahead and get married. So how ironic is that? I feel like he
Your Honor.
planned that.
So, sir, do you want to have children?
No, Your Honor. I'm 40 years old, and I told her way in the beginning of our relationship. She's 33, but she seems like she's 22.
Really?
Well,
She's
the
not ready
issue.
for that.
Well, hold on a second. So you're saying you do not want to have children.
No.
You say you want to have a family.
I do.
He is saying it is not what he wants. He does not want to have any more children. And that is his right.
It is.
To be honest and say that it's not what he wants. There is rarely a middle ground when it comes to this issue. It is a very black and white issue. So that, above everything else, a lot of the other issues I see in this relationship, is a core issue of incompatibility.
Definitely.
It's a non-starter.
Well, I mean, we could just end this and he could just give me my half of the money back that we put down on our house.
Well, that's why we're here. $54,000 you're suing for because the two of you decided to build a new house together.
Correct.
And what's going on now with the house?
It's supposed to be done in November. So we actually supposed to close on November the 10th. So I think next week they're going to be putting up the drywall. I just felt like some of these things he's just now saying and just now
Your
trying
Honor,
to.
It's not going to happen.
Well, better late
Well,
than never. Better late than never. So here we are.
Do you have my money? If you have my money, we
Listen,
can move on.
some women get deceived. He's actually telling you he does not want to have kids. I've had plenty of cases where people come into court and they say, you know, before we got married, they said they wanted to have a family, wanted to do all these things,
That's exactly
and then
what
change their mind. When people talk to you, when they tell you who they are, when they show you who they are, believe them.
Oh, yes. Lesson learned.
The $54,000 for the house. Why are you suing for that particular amount of money?
Because that was my portion of the money that we had to put down for our down payment and for our upgrades to our house. So I just feel like if we're not going to move forward, I at least should be able to be made whole. And making me whole would be giving me my half of the money back.
So, and you put in half as well, sir?
Correct, Your Honor. But I'm not going to do that, Your Honor. I think that we should go
Excuse
forward
you?
with the home, get the home bill, close on it, and we can sell the home and make a profit.
I'm not doing that.
Ms. Williams, legally, that is what you have to do. And listen, I disagree with a lot of things Mr. Wilgo has said here today. But when it comes to the law, this is what the law is about building the house. He is not legally required to pay you half of that $54,000. Now, the right thing to do is to liquidate the asset when it is the appropriate time so both of you can get that money plus more. In terms of the relationship, when you have two people with very different sets of values, because you know what? I don't think you want to live like this anyway. I think you say, oh, I want structure, oh, I want this. You really don't want to live like this. This may be hard for you to hear, but this is the best life lesson you could get at this point
Yeah, I agree.
in your life. This isn't what you want. This is what he wants, and if this is what you want, you know, he's already said, this is the way I live. If somebody wants to be with me, this is the life we're gonna live. So there is a cadet somewhere out there
He already has one.
that you can be the captain on your personal ship of love between the two of you. That is my decision. Judgment in this case is for the defendant, and when I say that, there's no recovery in this matter. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, I feel Judge Faith's verdict was fair, especially regarding the home. However, I don't agree to her regarding the structure. I think Artika needs a structure.
He's so demanding and controlling, and he's not doing what he needs to be doing as a fiance. He does nothing I need him to do, nothing I want him to do. Everything is about himself. Tito is just too demanding for me, and we may have to just cut our losses and just move on.